Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway on a Monday night.
Let's go now. 60 or. Any weapon.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Here we go. 180. Kill. 21. Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the safety creep. Hey. White. Stay hot.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming for you, son.
Garoppolo now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Hey, Delta. Lock.
Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Here we go. 180. I got you. Hey, Alpha. Watch 12.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here we go. Black 80. Watch the twist. Hey, alert.
On first down, it's Patterson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Hey, gun.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. They find some open field here. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 15. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Even. 4th down. Even. I got you. 21. 1, Omaha.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Broncos. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Switch. Whip. Get it.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cooper Kupp, 55 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Target. 11. Check safety. Check 2. Check hot. 2. Block. Under 10. Alert 3.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Minus 50. All day, every day. Hey, wahoo! 50.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, 4 down. No, 6. White.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Switch. Switch. 11.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Cook following the penalty. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check. 1, Omaha. Safe.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Check 24. Hey. Switch.
Running is Jacobs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Don't get nervous. Check 61. Matchbox lights. Check. Watch out. You draw Porter.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
On the set. Lights 59. Here we go, team. Here I come.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll drop to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 8 yards out, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
65. Go.
Now Garoppolo. Got a man open. It's Sutton. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On first down, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man, it's Allen. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
21. Hey, high 7.
Now a play fake here on first down. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Strong right. Hey. 65. Check 3.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Back for it here, and this will be caught. Well, the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Check.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brings up third down and 4.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left.
Tight end's right. 4 down, 4 down. Alert. '21.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, alert! Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Play action. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go. Pilot, 64. Let's go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Watch that creeping. Safety's creeping. Get it.
Back to throw here. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 31, Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
21. Double time. Hey, alert. Check. Snoop. Well, fellas, here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
21. Here we go. Hey, exit. Check. Mike 50. Watch the slant. Mike 50.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
We got 4. 6.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. He's got Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Tight left. Lock. Hey, gun. Bravo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Watch time. Leg. Hey, orbit.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Courtland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
1, Omaha. Check. 5. Watch the run. Hey, check Michael.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 79 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Ready?
On second and 7, Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Got four now. Hey, Charlie.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Check. Lucky. Check 52. I got this. Be ready.
They'll run on first down. Cook. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
A gain of 2.
Hey, John.
Brings up second
Two.
and 8 at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
From the 24, Garoppolo. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Garoppolo now to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo. And it's caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Here we go.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check 9, check 9. Alert flare, flare, flare. Check 99, check 99. Ready, go. Let go.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll set up the throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
8 points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough